I've been using the Forerunner 970 for over 600 hours now, and I've used 39 of its features that I actually love. And I'm gonna break them down for you so you can see if you truly want this watch or if you don't need this watch at all. These 39 features are pretty awesome, but honestly, there were 3 of them that I love the most, and we'll cover that later in the video. I put a lot of time and effort into trying out this watch. And at the end of this series, we're gonna see if I'm gonna keep it or if I'm gonna return it. This series is gonna include all the hardware, all the software, these 39 features, the top 3 features, who this watch is actually for, and all the activity tracking the 970 actually tracks. Now, before I go any further, no, this video is not sponsored. I literally spent money on this watch and I'm deciding if I want to keep it or not. Is it worth its value for you to buy, or does it have too much that you most likely don't even need? And with that being said, let's get straight into it, because number 1 on the list is the battery life. Holy goodness. I can't state enough how amazing the battery life is on this watch, especially if you're coming from an environment like Apple or the Samsung style watches or just a general smartwatch and you haven't used a fitness watch. This watch has lasted me over 20 days. Now, yes, I only work out about 30 minutes to 15 minutes a day right now, and some days I do get in an hour-long run, but that doesn't matter here. 20 plus days on just a watch is insane. And it's a smart thing to prioritize when you're using a fitness tracker, because you don't want to take it off every single night, because most likely you want to see your metrics while you're sleeping, while you're awake, while you're doing X, Y, and Z. This battery life is absolutely amazing, but it doesn't stop there. Yes, it has a lot of battery, but it also has the most amount of customization I've ever seen. If you've seen my other videos on the Forerunner 165 or the Vivo Active 6, you'll know that the Garmin watches are very, very customizable. And honestly, most watches are. But this takes it to a whole nother level. You can, of course, customize the watch face. You can customize the colors. You can customize the data. We're talking you can customize the accent colors in the sub data. Like even on my watch face here, I'm able to choose every single one of those lines of what data I want to be shown. I can even choose my morning reports, my evening reports, and choose what I want to see each time, at what time I want to get those reports. It also has 5 buttons, and if you know me, you know I love buttons, and these 5 buttons are all programmable. Now, yes, the Forerunner 170 over here, which I have reviews for it as well, go check them out, does have 5 programmable buttons as well, whereas the 165 only has about, I think it's 2 or 3, and they're combination buttons. But the customizability of the Forerunner 970 does not stop there. Honestly, it has the brightest screen out of the bunch of all the Forerunners, and of course, you can choose that brightness. And when it comes to brightness, nighttime is not your friend when you have kids and you have a bright watch, which is why I love the nighttime mode on this. And there's something absolutely phenomenal about the nighttime mode on this watch. When you switch it to nighttime mode, the flashlight on the watch, which we'll touch on in a little bit, does something really cool. Now, yes, putting on the night mode is a part of another thing called focus mode, which you can set up different settings inside of it when you're doing your activities or when you're sleeping. Do you want to get notifications when you're doing either of those? I don't know, you choose. It's customizable to whatever you want. Now, none of us are buying this watch because of what I just said. You're buying it because of the training aspects and what it can track. And this is where, if you're serious about training, the 970 is probably for you. Now, it has a cool metric on it that I don't think I had on the 165, but it's running performance, which just is pretty cool to see in general how well you're performing when you've been doing your runs. As well, you have your VO2 max, which kind of goes hand in hand with that, but you know, more the better, right? Because when you have both of those, you're able to see what you're gonna be able to do on a race, how you're gonna be able to perform on hilly environments, and you're gonna be able to see what your prediction is gonna be for any type of race you want to complete. Now, on top of all of this, you have your training status. You can see how strained you are. You can see what your recommendation is. You can check out your HRV recovery. There is so much when it comes to your training status on this watch that it covers that honestly, sometimes it makes you feel like a little baby. Now, another thing that's pretty awesome is that they have training readiness. Yes, there's body battery, there's things like that, but we're talking about training readiness right now, which it takes into account your recovery time, your HRV, your sleep score, and your stress, and it puts it all together and is like, hey, you're probably this ready to train, and you're probably not this ready to train. This watch gets to know you more than you probably know yourself. Now, another cool metric is the running tolerance. Now, if you're training for a marathon, you know that you have to put in a lot of miles in the week. The more the merrier. If you can get up to 70 miles in a week when you're at your peak of training for marathon training, you're probably going to be pretty set when it comes to the actual race day. That is exactly what running tolerance, in my eyes, sums up. It really takes in how much you're putting into effort of each mile while you're running and how much more prepared you are for the future based off of those miles and effort. Now, the last 4 things I just talked about all go hand in hand with what this watch can do, just like all the other Forerunners. You can program your race day calendar and your race programming in general. This watch is here to make sure that you want to be at the peak of your peakness when it comes to fitness for whatever challenge you have ahead. Oh my gosh, my legs. This is what happened last time. Now, of course, you're able to easily put up widgets that say what you just recently did for your workout or what workouts you completed during the week or the month in general. But there are so many more preloaded workouts into the watch in itself. And when I say so many more, I mean like 3 of each like category. And then there's more on the Garmin Connect app. But the fact that I can go into the Forerunner 970, start a run, and then say, hey, give me a suggestion on a run, and it gives me a good one, that's actually phenomenal. When I tested out the Coreos Pace 4, it was the only watch at the time that was doing that. Now, the 970, and I believe the 170 can do that as well. But none of this stuff actually even matters if you're not recovering properly, if you're not getting proper sleep. And if you're me, you're most likely not getting a lot of sleep, but you're getting a lot of recovery because you're barely working out. Which, a little hint, that's gonna come into effect of if I'm gonna keep this or not. You're gonna have to see that at the end of the series though. So let's talk about recovery real quick. Now, as a dad who doesn't get a lot of sleep, and a dad who is active all day and actively looking to find out times that I can work out, the 970 keeps me on point with telling me, hey, you can possibly work out today. Last night you got 2 hours of sleep. The other night you got 4. Well, Fabio, how is it tracking this stuff? Well, you got your sleep score first of all, and it's pretty accurate, honestly. When I wore all 3 of the Forerunners at once, all of them had different tracking for sleep. And after watching a video of how these watches track your sleep and your heart rate and everything through the sensors at the back, it's pretty crazy it can do any of that stuff. Engineering is awesome, science is awesome. I'll never fully understand how they do it, but the fact that I can get my sleep score, and then I get a sleep coach recommending how much sleep I should be getting on the 970 here. And on top of that, if I didn't get enough sleep and then I want to take a nap, I can hit the nap mode to add on to my sleep. All of this plays into a factor of the body battery and the recovery metrics that you're able to see on this watch. It's honestly mind-blowing what these watches can do and how far we've come with technology. Heck, back in the day, you used to have an alarm clock that you had to smack or throw across the room so it would shut up when you wanted to wake up. Now, these watches, all you do is you have them on, you can turn off the feature of an alarm noise and just have it buzz on your wrist. And on the 970, you have 3 different buzzing options, which is pretty cool. I don't remember the one I chose, but you'll most likely choose a different one depending on which one you feel is better for you and will actually wake you up. And another thing that's gonna wake you up when you wear these watches, especially the 970, is when you put on a metric that I put on all the time, and it's intensity minutes throughout the week. Now, I set a goal for having 150 intensity minutes a week because I read somewhere online that was a good amount to have. So I put that as my goal. It is a good wake-up reminder while I go throughout the week being like, oh my God, I haven't even hit 150 minutes of intense working out this week. Now, when I go on my runs, it's so easy to hit that number. If I just do 2 runs in a week, that number's hit. But if I'm working out down here in the basement, just doing some strength training, if it's a 30-minute session, I'm probably getting only 10 to 12 minutes of intensity minutes. Now, everything I just talked about up to this point in the video, I use every single day. But there are other features on this watch that I think are pretty cool that I do not use every single day. And let's start off with something that a lot of people will really love, and that is the daily wellness tracking. Now, when I was just with the 165 over here, I did have my daily wellness tracking on there. It would send me reminders and say, hey, do it. But it would tell me to go on to the Garmin Connect app. The 970 lets you hit those options right on the watch. That's actually pretty awesome. No more having to go back and forth. Now, what are these health and wellness trackings? You got hydration tracking, which is how much water have you drank. You can add it into it. Yes, the 165, I was able to manually put that in. The food and nutrition tracking, now that's right on in here on the Forerunner 165. It is not in there, but you still need the Garmin Plus plan to be able to actually use it. Then you have your pulse oxygen level that it monitors as well, which, man, I watched a video on how that works, like I said earlier, and it is crazy. The difference between the red light and the infrared light that you don't even know, they're literally bouncing off of your blood cells inside your veins and tracking to see how much of your pulse is happening. Like, it is crazy what happens in this watch, and I could go into full depth detail of that, but hey, I'm gonna tag down below in the description of the video you should watch if you wanna understand how these watches actually work with their heart rate sensors. Now, another thing of the daily wellness tracking is the lifestyle logging. And that's where I was saying that on the 165, you'd have to go back onto the Garmin Connect app and do it and check off, yeah, I did that, yeah, I did that, yeah, I did that. But on the 970, you don't have to do that. You can say you logged your meals, your journaling, your moderate/vigorous exercise, your bedtime. You're making sure that you're staying on track with the goals that you've set. And that's exactly what this watch here is for. It's for someone that wants to track these things, that is super serious about them, and needs to hold themselves accountable to it. Now, yes, we talked about all the fitness things that this watch covers. We talked about the recovery and the different ways it tracks all of this. But let's talk about the smart features of this watch. Now, the 970 is able to take phone calls, first of all, which means it has a microphone and a speaker inside of it, which means they've also added a notes section. You can take your own notes and get them down on the Garmin Connect app and take them wherever you need.
This video is not sponsored by Garmin, and the audio is coming from the watch. This is me pointing at the watch, because I'm a real person. And this is really me using the voice memo thing for the first time when I was recording B-roll.
And yes, there's a messenger app, but I don't use the Garmin Messenger at all, so it's not really that handy for me, but it is there. There's also the voice command, which you can talk to your watch and say what you want to get done, and it's gonna make it happen. Then there's also the voice assistant integration, which if you're not close to your watch and you want something to happen on your watch, or you're looking up something and your actual watch itself won't be able to do it with the assistant, you can talk to your phone assistant just through the watch. Like, who would have thought of that? Now, there is one thing everyone's thinking about, and it's like, oh, can I get music on my watch? Yes, you have music storage on the 970. I'm personally a person that doesn't care about having music on their watch because I'm always running with my phone because I have kids. So it is a cool feature. I think there's like over at least 18 gigabytes of storage in this thing, which honestly, you're gonna have to watch the software and hardware portion of this series to figure out what exactly the watch has when it comes to storage space. But I digress here because now we gotta talk about, because there's something really cool that someone actually commented on one of my videos, and it's sharing workouts. Now, yes, there is a library on the Garmin Connect app that you can download workouts from. Now, another thing is you can do that with friends as well. You can also do it locally with Bluetooth. There is not a community that I know of that you can find workouts made by other people and download it to your watch or your Garmin Connect app. But the fact that you can be next to someone and you're like, hey man, we're gonna go on a run. I'll share the running route with you. I'll share the running workout with you. I'll share the splits with you instantly over Bluetooth is an absolutely awesome idea. Like, let's go. What better way than to build a running community than to make sure everyone can share the runs with each other? Now, I don't run with anybody else, so this doesn't matter to me. That's why it's one of the least features I use. But there's also a calculator on here. Who's gonna use that? I don't know. I don't use that. I'll pull out my phone or I'll do mental math. The buttons on it are a little too small for me, and the 970 is a way bigger screen than the 165, and I put the calculator on the 165 and the 170. That was not a good experience. On the 970, it was pretty good, but still, I wouldn't really wanna use it. Now, another cool thing that I don't use because I don't have a smart scale or the Garmin scale, I'm pretty sure they have a scale, but you can track your weight on the watch and it can automatically update for you. Or you can plug in the number every single time. Now, when I was really focused on losing weight, that would have been so handy to have on this watch. And if you're a person that's looking to lose weight, just know it's able to do that, and you can track your weight straight onto your watch and put it to the Garmin Connect app instead of having to pull out the Garmin Connect app, putting in your weight, and then going back to your life with your watch. This watch is built so that you really don't need to use the Garmin Connect app. I mean, heck, if you're an outdoor person, it has a full compass on it. I was really struggling to find where the compass was at first, but it's this feature called ABC. So if you're buying this watch and you're like, where's the compass? Fabio said it had a compass. It's ABC. That's the compass. Now, there is an awesome GPS in this, and I used it multiple times, especially while I was traveling for work, but we're about to touch on that in a second when I get to the top 3 features. Because there's still 2 more features here that one of them I didn't ever use, another one I love to use just in general because I'm a dad. Number 1 is a fish forecast. I don't fish. I don't know what the fish forecast does. I didn't open it. I didn't use it. I'm not ever gonna use it. But if you're a fisherman, boom, the Forerunner 970 has that in here. Now, the other feature is the sunrise and sunset. Now, when I'm out with my kids, I love to know how much time we have before the sun goes down. Because if we're at a park and we walked there and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe the sun will go down in like this amount of time. I've had that happen to me and it gets dark on the way home. I set a reminder on my watches to tell me 10 minutes before the sun sets. And now, yes, we just covered 36 features. No, I did not number them. No, I did not say this is feature 1, 2, 3, 4, but we covered 36 features so far. And I have 3 more features for you right now. And they are actually the top 3 features. So to make sure you see that video coming out in this series, subscribe to the channel. And then if you're already too late and it's already been published, click the video right over here, whichever side I put it on. And if you're really late to this, you can see the whole series without having to watch each video individually and click that right over there as well.